Friends, good evening. Today I wanted to talk about the recent budget which was passed in the parliament. Let me give you some budget numbers for you to understand things in a better way. Okay. Coming to the budget numbers, ours is a 302 lakh crore economy is what the fiscal year 23-24 is projected. On that, 45 lakh crores will be the expenditure and 27 lakh crores of revenue is estimated. And when I talk about expenditure, the expenditure will be of two types. One is the capital expenditure, another is the revenue expenditure. In the capital expenditure, in infrastructure, the government is spending 10 lakh crore, which is a very big number. And the 10 lakh crore is basically spent on roadways, railways, urban housing, or even if you look at other development projects like social Narega and other things, which will come in the revenue expenditure. And you would have seen metros being constructed across cities. You've seen the highways being done in a much bigger way. So the budget is projected to a constructive infrastructure-oriented budget, which is very good for the economy, because all the companies which are in the line items, which includes the building materials, construction materials, and all the construction engineers oriented companies, all will get benefited out of it. Okay. Let me also give you some more insight on the numbers. Our fiscal deficit is 17.9 lakh crore, which is actually, if you look at the economy size of 302 lakh crore, we are anticipated to be, we are targeting at 5.9% of the GDP for the next fiscal year. And the government is also trying to reduce the fiscal deficit by 4.5% in 25-26, which is a very good thing. Why I'm saying is that because this is one number which most of the foreign institutional investors will look at, so that whether to invest in India or to look at any other emerging economy. And we are in the fiscal prudence path, and we are reducing the numbers after the huge spend which has happened in the COVID-19 scenario, right? So one more thing which you need to understand is that our expenditure will be at 45 lakh crore and the income is at 27 lakh crore. So how the income will come? The income will come through direct tax collection, through GST, as well as through corporate tax. And second, the non-tax income will be funded by the government's interest and dividends received from their holding companies, PSU companies, right? On the expenditure which I talked about, the expenditure will happen based on the collections what they are doing, and the expense and the income is the deficit, is the fiscal deficit number which you need to look at. Hope you would have got some basic idea about the budget. Now let me talk about the new tax regime which is being brought into the things where up to 7 lakhs you don't have to pay any tax, and that section 87A benefit is also given up to an amount of 25,000. So literally you don't have to pay any tax till 7 lakh. And the government is also nudging people to consider the new tax regime, because when they are filing the return, the new tax regime will be the default one which will look at. But as you always know, our economy is a growing economy, and unlike in the West, we are not given social security by the government either on the health side as well as on the pension side during post-retirement. So it is very important that you plan for your investment. Maybe the government thought that financial advisors like you are there to help the investors. So let me reduce their tax and help them to spend more, so that the saving and taking them to goal-oriented financial destination is the prerogative of the financial advisor. I'm happy to help you on that. And even if you look at the old tax regime and new tax regime, the tax arbitrage between the two is very less. When you take all the deductions in the old tax regime, you have 80C deductions, you have 80D deductions, you have NPS, you have home loan deductions, right? So that also we will discuss and take it forward. I hope I have given you some insight on the budget as well as on the new tax regime. Happy to connect with you to help you to choose where you want to. Thank you.